Hey guys, just a quick little video from me because I realised I put some of the live stream up last night, but I thought in light of today's trailer for tonight's episode in which we can see Ali and Marcello clashing, here is what he said about the whole incident on the live stream last night in the wee hours. Now, there's two things you need to know. Firstly, Ali and Marcello clash over Marcello's rather lewd and crude language and comments. We'll get more of that tonight's episode. But also, Marcello's really cross with IZAAZ for not backing him up, not standing with him. And you'll hear him letting it all out now in the bedroom in front of Khalid and Shegs and Thomas and Sarah, who joins them later. And also, yes, Marcello has no top on, ladies. So maybe his OnlyFans is coming once the series is finished to please all you who would indulge in such a thing. So here we go. This is what happened. This is around kind of, well, it was probably close to midnight. So between kind of midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, this is what they were discussing. Obviously, I've cut out the bird noises. I've put pictures in, and it's all cut down to just Marcello airing his grievances about IZAAZ and Ali and thinking that he's out next. So there we go, guys. Have a listen and a watch.
After he looks at my plate, he's like, your plate's a bit empty. I don't mind being this. Then he goes off and speaks about how he's an instigator. How he likes to shit stir.
He said this for time,
how
but I thought he was joking.
Drama.
But I know people like him 10 times over, fam, and most people are like that. These are people that are nice people on the surface, but they've got no lock-in on morals, fam. It's not a moral thing, fam. It's just like where the wind sways them, they go, bro. They're not bad people. They're just not people that you can hold close to.
Yeah.
Fam. Right. It's not even their fault, fam. They're just not built like that, bro.
Yeah.
It's the man that will run away when you're in beef, bro. That's it.
Oh, 100.
Simply put.
100.
Yeah, well.
I can't read him. I can't. That's for me.
I read him because
He confuses me though.
The girls might be different from the way that he chats to the guys.
He chats way different. You know when you were saying all that, yeah, I was in my head thinking like it's not in front of his. Something about him, bro. I just don't. I left it behind. When I heard that, I was like, And do you know what he said to me when I came to check on him after that thing? And I heard it and this and that. And it was when he was tired, innit? And then he was like, but yeah, my perception changed on people. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Like who? And then he goes, like you. Like me. He was like, yeah. I was like, what then? He goes, I'm not going to say. I'm like, what rotted, what is this conversation? Like, yo, Cello, like, I feel like you bugged me, you know. What have I done? I'm not going to say. But just to know I've got that in you, like, am I supposed to be boys?
Spooky. That's spooky to me. Just
What's
say it.
And then he
like
said,
weird.
And then he said, I've just changed my perception. So I was like, what? Like, you've sold.
Said that to you?
Yeah. But we was tired, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. So I was like, okay, like what? And then he was like,
you don't
no,
say that though.
I went, lad, everything that I've said on the radio, everything that I've said on the radio, I've said to you. I've said, you set the fence way too much. I've said, you, about, like, you not, I can't remember what I was saying, but everything I said on the radio, I've said to you. I've said about, you know, the time when he picked himself and I was like, I've said all this to you. So, boom, bow. You know what I'm saying? And then he was just like, yeah, well, it's what I was so shit. I went, you know what, Jeep, I've heard something of you, lad, that was booky as fuck about the Ali thing. So that was dead booky. But I'm going to leave it moving. He goes, oh, what have you heard? What have you heard? I'm like, oh, it's a two. I went, it's a two-way, G. I'm not going to just, rare, have you hold the cards and be like, cool, and then move in a way that I don't know. You want clarity. And it's not even like a, he's my op, he's with me. No, but I've seen people who backed me. I've seen people who've done this. I've seen people who stood by me. I've seen, like, these two standing there didn't have to. Especially in front of the whole group when it was 10 supporters, they didn't have to. But because I'm not going to forget that. I'm never.
What made it worse is that day, Khaled, like, because the manager is the whole bagel gate situation and, like, the fence and weapon.
I'm just looking at you in Becky P's bed, like, oh, we'll snap
Oh, the way I'm vibed up.
Yeah, you're not talked in.
She vibed up my bed most times of the night, man. She's there. I tell her to stay there. So today, it's my turn.
Yeah, no, get off my leg.
Sorry, I was
My thing is, the worst thing is that that day, with the whole thing with the man being like a fence or whatever and the bagel gate thing, he was back in his, you know. He was back in his the whole day. Standing up for him, trying to get people to see different.
After all that, bro, I was
and then
so
he came back.
in
It's a kick in the face, I can't lie. He came back after man's been backing him. and it is comes from with that.
And said what you think.
That my perception
weird.
of you has changed.
Changed my perception. I went, so your views on me? He goes, no. I went,
Which is mad to say that to someone.
I went,
He's your boy.
You went, no, just my perception. I went, your perception is your view of me. I was like, well, yeah. I went, you know what, bro, you're tired. I still bunned it off. Afterwards, later, he came and apologised. I went, so your perception of me is still the same? He goes, yeah, I think you're a good guy. I went, so your perception of me changed? He goes, no, it's not changed. I went, okay.
So it hasn't changed.
And that's what he said later. I remember when he was doing the thing, I went to go dap him. He was like, he didn't dap me. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal to gal, but if a boy,
big deal, bro.
Thank you. If a man don't dap you, bro, and then I was like, you know what?
Well, when you came out after they'd done the challenge.
That's why he's been leaning on me the last 3-4 days and
Have you seen it? You noticed it?
Bro, he's up on me like
I was next to you today.
towards you.
I was next to you today. You know when you said, no one's backing me, and they go, I backed you, brother. And you sat down.
No, he's been on me. Last
Well,
3
I back you,
days,
brother.
he's been on me, fam.
I heard that and I was like, you don't have to, like, we shit on each other because we know we back each other. I don't have to tell you, yeah, but I've always, it's like a fuck you, but if it comes to it, I've got you. You don't need to go rah, this and that. But I caught that today. And the joy is, it's not that I can't read it, it's like I'm reading him, but he's going on loads of tangents where he's like, proper kush and proper this. I was like, bro, where's your head at, G? But I feel like he's relaying shit all the time in a different way. Like, bro, when I heard that Ali shit, I was like, you cause a madness. And if I spoke to Ali in the morning, if the shit has cooled down, I guarantee it would have went different. She would have come at me differently. I would have come at her differently. Not her coming in. If you just heard now, Lily wants to work with you. You'd be like, fucking, what is
You're on guard, innit?
Yeah, of course.
You come in a bit like, alright, now what? So I was like, what have you just done? You've read it up to her, and do you remember how calm I was? I was like this, bro.
We were vibing, bro, and Ali just
And she
came
comes
through.
in, I go, sits on, I think the fuck one.
Ooh.
What? I was like, I was like, hold, let me sit on. I was like, what's going on? Because there was no beef. Even now, I still not said a bad word about her. It's not even that. And whatever she thinks of me, cool, think it. But yeah, I caught her a bit of that, man, and then, I don't know.
I have a bit of a theory. I mean, you know him better than me. But my theory was, I think maybe he just wants to be involved, but he's going about it the wrong way.
He's a 29-year-old man.
He has been involved.
I know.
From
Doesn't say
the
anything else.
beginning, he was
The
involved.
grown man.
Before you guys, and
Did you do your eyebrows
respectfully,
Come again?
Did you do your eyebrows today?
A long time ago.
Uh,
They're not looking good.
no, it just looks a bit different today.
I normally glue them up, but the glue I've got to glue them up doesn't work very well. I need to use Martha's more. I got like a hair gel to glue them up, but they eventually dropped during the day, so I've stopped bothering gluing them up.
I think
But when I
it's
put the
better
glue on, the
when
pen doesn't stick.
He's not
I
done
think
something
it's
like
different.
clean for me to be like,
It looks
go
better
on.
like this.
Oh, okay.
It's just weird.
Natural.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just weird.
And like at this point, I feel like relationships get strengthened. You get what I'm saying? Like between all of us, you can probably all feel it. Like there's
100.
more love growing, innit? Like
100.
authentic love, where it's like
100.
you can feel it, innit? It's more real.
What's going to happen? People are going to siphon off, and it's going to be like, wait, you've got
If
your.
that's
I've got
not
my-
happening, like if you see things like this, like if I was doing shit like that, you wouldn't.
I want to be rocking with you.
I'll be booked out.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm probably really the source of my upset is that I'm probably going to be up for eviction this week, and there's a high chance of me going home if there's 2 people going home, and that's fucked because my friend, who's been kissing my arse all week, could have helped me out. Do you get what I'm saying? And not gone for the girl that's just screamed at me. By the way, in my opinion, for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I hear that. That's mad.
Like at least back me. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's weird.
Come on, fam. And this is how small things can end your time here. You know, it's like that. That's how it goes. Same with Ryan. Small, little steps.
But do you think it was on purpose?
I don't think it's on purpose.
I think he just wasn't thinking.
Yeah, but you see, from
tactically.
guys' perspective, it's not like that. It's not about on purpose. It's like it's the accidental shit. That's like, why didn't you think of that though? Like, where
You should be thinking of
You
that.
should be thinking of that.
Like I said, when I made my statement, the last part of my thing was, and then I clocked about who I bonded.
You get what I'm saying? And I mentioned you as well when I was talking to him. I said, you know, you've done me a lot in here, whether you realise it or not, whether it's being my friend that I can speak to about anything, saving me from storage. I've got your back in here, probably more than you know, thick and thin. And I said to him,
Appreciate it.
in this game, it's about gestures of goodwill to show that you have your back, because otherwise, what are we doing?
It's true.
Okay, I'm coming in here to have a good time, but my thing, I want to make good friendships with people and have it's an emotional journey. You can't do it not building emotional connections as well.
being-
If you've got someone doing that,
All the time.
well, Like, what is that? Like, and again, I stress, I don't think he's a bad person. I know many people like this. You're going to meet many people like this. They're not bad. They just don't think. They just don't think. And that is their excuse. And it will be that way to the end. I don't like feeling like this. I'm embarrassed to feel like this, to be honest, bro.
Sure, bro.
Yeah, I am. I don't like it.
You shouldn't.
But I've just been double whammied. And then I don't like being told off when I don't think I'm...
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, bro.
I went there
In a public thing as well,
like,
it's not right.
But from what I've heard,
I don't see back from here for me now.
Okay.
Like, to be honest, look, you guys have sat with me now, talked me through. I really do appreciate that.
minor, bro.
You know you're my closest hit in here.
No,
And it's just kind of confirmed.
Vice versa, lad.
Likewise, yeah.
And so, you know, this is sometimes how things have to run so you can get some clarity on things, I guess.
I hear it.
But man just can't tolerate all that nonsense, bro.
Yeah, it's probably best that you have that conversation and see where you stand as in, like, because if he holds us to his high regard, that you'd think it was. I spoke to this guy like for 12 hours during that thing, and he had nothing like bad to say about you lot. Like, he really didn't. For that
confusing me, bro.
For that like security thing, like
Such a calm guy.
in that 13 like hours, whatever it was, just chatting. There wasn't a bad word said about you. Not one bad word, and I promise you that, because I could tell you that now, because it can be so easy to just like chat shit about him. It's so easy. But I promise you there wasn't a thing said. So if he holds you to such a high regard that you like spoke about in there, then it's not reciprocated now, which is such an easy time to do it as well.
I hear
You
it.
get me?
I hear it.
But in this house, don't you think people pick and choose though on who they speak their shit to?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that.
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
It makes you feel
Everyone thinks it.
that's the thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
That's very true. Anyway, I was just saying, I don't want him feeling like
Segregated.
alienated or like
Yeah.
how I feel right now. There's no reason for that. It's not going to help. Nothing. It'll make me feel worse in the long run. So
Do it again.
just try to keep it slept in on a positive
I'm
one.
sure it's just mature.
I fucking love that.